Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Kabir Considers. In this video, we're going to react to mysterious and unexplained events caught live on camera. I love these kind of videos. It's been a while since I've done one of these, because I do like to think, that there is a lot that's happening in the world, in the universe that we just aren't aware of. There's just something quite interesting about that kind of perspective that, what we see, isn't all there is. I often wonder, are we alone in the universe? Are there other, planets out there with civilizations? Basically, are aliens real? Things like that. I'm inclined to believe that there are, just because the universe is so huge, but, we haven't really seen any complete evidence of it. And I'm sure this video is probably going to include some UFO footage and stuff like that. So yeah, it's going to be quite an interesting one. What's going on? Whoa, where did he come from? What moved that doll?
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some mysterious clips that have left the experts baffled. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content, just like this. Our first clip of the day, uploaded by Vincent Alayorde, has been confusing and freaking TikTok viewers out. Hundreds of comments have flooded in trying to make sense of this bizarre sighting. Take a look.
That's the Scarlet Witch from Marvel, isn't it?
On a sunny day in Disneyland, a patron is busy filming a cast member dressed as Wanda from the Marvel Universe, when something strange happens in the background. The man in the pink t-shirt seems to appear out of nowhere.
Man, yeah, he does.
If you watch it in slow motion, there's no evidence of the man at all. There's no
maybe he came from here, and he walked straight and then turned, what would that be, right?
Or anything that suggests that a man is walking by.
What? Yeah. That is kind of weird.
Also note the man's trajectory. He's clearly walking from right to left, but seconds earlier,
he was not there. Yeah, that is kind of weird.
This bizarre sighting quickly went viral on TikTok with loads of theories dropping in the comments. The most obvious explanation is that it's a trick of perspective. But it's a hard one, because the man would have had to have been walking in a straight line with Wanda, then take a sharp turn to the left to make it appear the way it does. This prompted many commenters to call this man a time traveller.
Oh, come on.
Teleport.
A time
What
traveller.
do you think's going on here? Are we really witnessing something out of the ordinary?
He did come out of nowhere, to be
perspective? Fair. Let me know where you land on this in the comments section down below.
I'm not sure about that.
In late 2018, the Humboldt Pet Supply Store in Arcata, California started experiencing some odd things around their premises. Objects around the store would fall over so often they began to suspect that they had a ghost cat haunting the property. Luckily, their CCTV cameras started picking up some of the activity, so the owners could prove they weren't going mad. Take a look.
Wow. I mean, that could just be wind, though, couldn't it? Like a draft coming through the store.
In this first clip, we see a bag fall off one of the shelves as a staff member goes about their day.
What? Yeah, that is weird.
Then, things get even stranger in this next snippet. Watch. At the bottom of the screen, you can see a cat's shadow walk by.
But that's just the cat from before.
But there doesn't appear to be anything that could have caused this shadow. A cat doesn't walk by the door at all.
Mate. But couldn't that just be the cat
the store's
over there?
resident cat, Diego, heads to the door to investigate. It's as though Diego can suspect that something's off. In this last piece of footage, yet more activity is recorded in the store.
Yeah, that bag of chips. But that could just be like, you know, the wind. But the bag is moving. This is weird. I think it's wind. There's wind in that store. There's a draft coming through. What? The bag is moving by itself.
Admittedly, this last one does look like the work of string, which makes the other recorded activity a little less convincing. So, is the store haunted by the spirit of a cat, or is it all just a bit of fun marketing? Watch the footage again and decide for yourself.
Yeah, I think it's they've done this just to get attention to the store. I think get some like people to come to the store to investigate, and then they'll just buy stuff while they're there. Or what do you think? I don't know.
Here's another out of thin air type video that's been causing confusion on the internet. This one was uploaded to TikTok by Kid is Too Soiled. Take a look at what this security camera has captured. As the van passes by, a man
He might have jumped out of the van. I reckon he's jumped out of the side of the van.
will appear out of nowhere.
Yeah.
He has a strange, at-attention posture before he starts to march towards the building.
Yeah,
It's
I reckon he
possible the
jumped
man
out of
just
the
jumped
side.
out of the van while it was moving, but
Yep.
it's his strange posture that throws this into doubt. If he jumped out of the van, even at this speed, you'd think there'd be some evidence of inertia, or that he'd be stumbling to get his balance. Amusingly, a lot of comments...
Because look, he by the time the van comes into the shot, like he could have been jumping out at this point and straightening himself up, because there's plenty of time before the van clears the shot for him to get into that posture.
that this dude
He's got
just
all this
spawned
time,
into
all
the
this
game,
time,
or
all
that
this
he
time.
joined the server. So what's to be made of this bizarre sighting? Are
He
we really
jumped
seeing
out of
people
the
teleport
van.
in and out of existence? Or is there another way to explain this? Share your theories in the comments section down below.
What is the... What language is that, by the way?
Reddit user Natty Pack recently lost their four-legged friend Biscuit. They'd been friends for over 11 years, and the family were devastated when their cherished friend suddenly passed away out of the blue. To honour Biscuit's memory, they decided to spread her ashes at the water's edge in her favourite park. The family took some photos to commemorate the moment, but couldn't quite believe what they were seeing. In one of the photos, the ashes form a distinct dog shape in the air.
What?
There's
It
a
does.
remarkable resemblance to Biscuit herself.
That could be Photoshopped, though. I don't know why I'm
Natty
so
Pack
skeptical.
says that logically their brain says it's probably just ashes in the wind, but they can't help but think that this is Biscuit's way of saying a final goodbye to the family. The Reddit community were clearly moved by this stunning image. As tributes poured in, many commenters shared their own stories of their own lost pets. Despite the touching story, some Redditors were skeptical that the image had been photoshopped. One viewer ran the photo through some filters to show that the image hadn't been manipulated. Furthermore, the OP later posted a link to a live photo of the image where you can see the ashes moving.
Wow.
Here, they form a dog-like shape, then blow away in the breeze.
That is crazy. I mean,
So is it all just an amazing coincidence?
Is that real? It could easily be like, After Effects, some kind of like, Photoshop type thing.
Or is Biscuit saying goodbye one last time? Either way, if it brings the family some comfort, then that's all that really matters. This next clip was captured in a dorm somewhere in Indonesia. It was shared by the Instagram account Kerasahan Netizen. The OP was sitting in their room when suddenly something eerie started happening. They took out their phone and captured the bizarre event unfolding. Take a look.
Cok, Mal, Iqbal. Cok, bonekanya gerak dhewe, Cok, ya Allah. Sumpah bonekanya gerak dhewe, Cok. Tenang.
That's got to be string. Has to be. Whenever things are moving by themselves, I just assume it's
You can
got to
see
be
the toy
string.
rabbit moving, seemingly all on its own. The camera
can't
holder
see any
jumps up
string,
and
to be
runs
fair.
out into the hallway looking for help.
Mal, Iqmal. Cok bonekanya kreatif, Cok. Ya Allah.
If we look at that again, the first movement could just be gravity.
Allahu Akbar, ya Allah.
Then the toy does a rolling motion and falls onto the floor.
Cok. Mal, Iqmal.
The guy screaming.
Ya Allah.
Naturally, a lot of people have suggested this could be the work of a poltergeist, a type of spirit that many paranormal investigators believe can manipulate objects in the physical world. Unfortunately, we don't know where exactly this was filmed, so it's impossible to research the area.
What do you guys think? Do you give any of these people the benefit of the doubt, or are you like kind of skeptical? I don't know. I just feel like it, you know, people will do anything for clout these days, for attention. So
So, for now, all we can do is speculate on this bizarre piece of footage.
Cok. Mal, Iqmal. Cok bonekanya kreatif, Cok. Ya Allah. Sumpah bonekanya kreatif, Cok. Tenang. Toh. Ya Allah, Pak Handoyo. Ya Allah, Pak Handoyo. Ya Allah.
Teleportation seems to be the theme of today's episode, as this next piece of footage, uploaded to TikTok by 3D Dark Figure, demonstrates.
oh yeah, the blue. But it could have just come from the right-hand side of the frame.
This one shows the opposite of the other two clips we looked at earlier.
'Cause she's right
This time,
there.
it appears as though this woman disappears. Unfortunately, the clip is so brief, we don't get to see what happens next. This has led many viewers to believe
There's just so many doors here, so many doors and openings that they could have easily just, while he was in the taking up all the space, they just walk out.
it's just a trick of perspective. They think the disappearing woman perhaps just ducked behind the woman in blue.
Possibly.
Nevertheless, it hasn't stopped this clip from going viral. As of writing, this video has amassed a crazy 4.7 million views. So clearly there's enough mystery and intrigue here for that many people to share it around. Before we take a look at an eerie photo sent directly from one of our viewers, remember to hit that subscribe button and tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and mysterious videos. Our last segment features a photo that was submitted to our Slapped Ham subreddit by user warpig372. The photo features the OP's wife when she was a little girl. Everything looks fairly normal, until you notice the ominous figure standing in the doorway to the building. It looks to be a woman wearing a gown, but her face is obscured by darkness. What makes this picture particularly eerie is that the building had been left abandoned for many years. It had only just been donated to the Girl Scouts, and this was the first day the group was heading into the building to clear it out. The building was completely empty and had been derelict for a very long time. So, is that a squatter we're seeing, or something a little more mysterious? One viewer said that they got a...
It could just be a hanging dress. Like, because this, can you see, it looks a bit like a clothesline here. Like there's a line, and then I can see like some other clothing items being suspended from the line. This could just be a dress.
Negative energy from the photo, that something was very wrong about the building and the figure standing in it. Several other commenters said that they could see a few different figures standing in the windows. So I'll throw this one out to you, the viewers. What's your take on the ominous figure in the doorway? Drop your theories with the rest of the community
I think
in the
it's
comment
just a
section
dress.
down below.
Very interesting indeed. Now, like part of me wants to believe it, that, you know, all of these are real and teleportation is real and, you know, phantom objects are real, but And I would believe it if I was presented with evidence. Like for me, I need to see 100% conclusive evidence, or maybe if I'm there, like if I'm there, like, you know, the one in Indonesia with the teddy bear, if I'm there and I can put my hand across the object in all directions to see if there's anything pulling the object and there's nothing pulling it, I'll believe it. I will believe it. But absent that evidence, I just can't. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.